11 over 14, if you want to convert into a percentage, you can convert fractions and decimals into percentage. What you do is, you just remember that your fraction or your decimal, if you want to convert it to percentage, you will times by 100. It becomes a percentage. Alright? So 11 over 14 is a fraction. Can you see it's a fraction? To convert it into a percentage, you just times by 100. You must write the word percent because finally your answer has a unit called percent. Now, how do I do that? I actually key 11 over 14 times 100. Now, in your calculator, you cannot show the percentage sign. Cannot. So it's just literally 11 over 14 times 100. You key that into your calculator, you press enter. You will get actually 550 over 7%. This is good enough for me. I always tell you to leave your answer as improper fraction, right? But let's say you want to leave it as a decimal, you can. But if you press the SD button, you can see that it is 78 point something. Okay, it is 78 point something. So that 78 point something. Let me just show you the. Yang is this one is what? Source 1. So it's 78 point this one. So how? What do I do? 3SF. So 3SF is 78% percent. Make sure you have the unit percent. 3SF. Okay? Now the second one is a decimal. Change to percent, what do you do? Same thing, right? You times by 100%. So 1.53 times 100. The working is 1.53 times 100%. And the answer is literally 153%. Make sure you have your units there. Second one, express 4% as a fraction. So now from fraction, we need to go back. What do you think you must do? If you go forward, you times by 100. You go backwards, you divide by 100. So therefore, 4% I now divide by 100%. So put this into your calculator. See, 4 over 100. Use your fraction button. Immediately it gives you 1 over 25. And this is your answer already. Okay? Now, this is actually quite unusual, this way of writing. Usually what we write is, we will write it as a fraction to begin with. What do I mean? I mean this. Like 4, if you change it back to a percent, you actually write it like so. This is what some of you write. Okay? So if you want the units, you can actually include it. Okay, so you write like that. Now, for the next part, express 12 minutes as a percentage of 12 seconds. Ishi, can I borrow your notes? You see, this one. It's not wrong, okay? It's not wrong. But what is this 12 times 60? What is this 700 over 20 equals 60? What is this 60 equals 6,000%? It's like there are 3 separate steps there, but I don't know what they represent. I already told you many times you cannot present like this. So for those students who are still wondering what this is, WP, wrong presentation. That means you are missing things in your presentation that makes it unclear. You will get marks subtracted. Hear me or not? Everybody hear or not? So what do I do with this? therefore, you know that you have to transfer 12 minutes into, not transfer, convert 12 minutes into seconds. So I want to see 12 minutes times 60 equals 720 seconds. Without the units, your presentation is unclear. Make sure you include units. Alright? Next thing, 12 minutes is this one as a percentage of 12 seconds. Understand? Understand? Okay? So whatever that you want, express as a percentage of 12 seconds, you must know where the numerator and denominators are. Place them correctly, and then your answer in this case will straight away give you 6,000%. If you key this straight into your calculator, I must emphasize this. You guys, when you key into the calculator, sometimes you didn't key completely. And you notice that at no times, right, am I using the percent button? What am I talking about? Oops. Yeah. 720 over 12, then times 100. Okay? So you see, it's literally so. Now, you notice that I never use the yellow percent there. You see what I mean? I never use that. You don't use that, okay? You don't use that. Always convert to fractions and decimals manually. So this is what you need to do. Now, look at the second page. Second page, look at 10.1c. 10.1c. If a question is given to you like that, 70% of x is 1025x. When they do it this way, you must show the equation. How do you form the equation? Look, 17%. Understand? So I've changed it into a fraction. 17% of x is 102. See that? Understand or not? This is literally the mathematical conversion. 17% of x is 102. So what is x? Do you know how to divide? Which one divide by which one? 102 divide by? Okay, divide by 17 out of 100. Please don't go and do this part by part. Key the whole thing into a calculator. Zheng can take out a calculator, you're going to fall asleep. So put this into your calculator, then your answer is 600. Okay? Key this whole thing in. Key this whole thing in. Now, last one. Can I see Ashlyn's work, please? Last one. Ashlyn, hurry. Now, this is a positive example of how you're supposed to present. Look. So, first she find out what is the increase in the value. So, she wrote down increase in value equals to $2.30 minus $1.60. That's 70 cents. Okay, she wrote down. You see, look at her leading statement. See that or not? Then after that, she finds the percentage increase. Can you use this? Can you use the arrow? What arrow am I talking about? I'm talking about this percentage increase. Okay, I'm writing it like that. Percentage increase. Cause I lanto, okay? Percentage increase. So percentage increase equals to 0.70 over. Now, you must take the increase and divide by the original amount. Some of you divided it by $2.30. That's wrong. You have to divide by the original amount, which is 160. You see or not? Because the percentage increase is compared with what is the original amount. Therefore, you will get 43.75%. Now again, please key this into the calculator whole. A lot of you don't times the 100%, then you won't get the final answer.